I want to take the time to go over this via video just to get everybody on the same page, before I take the time to put these two submittals. And even in the submittal form, it's a little confusing to understand. So to explain what Wes and I have come up with, let's take a look at the ADA notes, or excuse me, the teacher station. To have some room here for the plumbing to come up, and we are flopping number 3 and number 2 because of the location of the power in the floor, and increasing this to 123. So the 3D rendering of it, we can see we've changed 2 and 3. We have 1.5 inch wide panels that will terminate at the floor, the toe kick that will be removable, and we can put in place to cover up the flooring coming directly out of the slab, and then a removable panel here secured with beauty rings to cover up the rest of the plumbing. So these pieces terminate at the floor. Any place we have a cabinet with doors and drawers, I have to have a toe kick. So 4 inches tall, we'll recess it back 1 inch on the face and 1/4 inch on the sides. If I were to make it flush, I still have to have a toe kick regardless. We can't have these cabinets sitting straight on the slab. So if we did a toe kick flush, we are asking for trouble with the top of the rubber base and the top of the 4-inch toe kick having a little discrepancy depending on how level the floor is, which will just be quite obvious that something is crooked. Hence the reason to recess the toe kicks slightly. The web frame for this knee space here on the side, this will be recessed 1/4 inch. And then on the back, this piece, this void space, will jog out 1/4 inch. And on the back, this is all one piece with the exception of the seams in the laminate, which will be tight, but it's just the way that loose plastic laminate comes. So that's the teacher's station. So if we move on to the ADA, and let's look at the notes off of that. ADA station, our acid tank, power and data. So on this left side, or the face of 14, will be a removable panel. And on, don't pay attention to the color change. So this back piece will be flush to the floor. This end piece flush to the floor. Then on the face here, toe kick recessed in 1 inch. So this is no toe kick here or here. And on the back, these panels that go on the back will protrude about 3/4 inch beyond the toe kick. So for an explanation around that, looking at this, separate cabinet, separate cabinet. So I can't have one piece spanning that, but those toe kicks will be recessed a little bit, again, just to give us some wiggle room with when we put that rubber base on there. And then from the bottom of here to the floor is 27 inches. And then these next 5 are the same, only mirror images of each other. So looking at the notes for these, removable panel and a third on the end. So this is removable here, removable panel, and we'll have a 6-inch seam here, and the rest of this will open up and secured with beauty rings, and this terminates to the floor. 1-inch recess on the toe kick, terminates to the floor. We're going to have another seam here to remove this upper section. Don't pay attention to that hole in the countertop. And on the back side here, we'll have a little recess here. Again, 2 cabinets. This material, we have to have a seam, so there'll be 2 panels fastened to the back of these cabinets. So those panels will overhang about 3/4 of an inch, or we can do an inch, to leave room for that toe kick. And again, I know I explained it in the beginning of the video. I don't want to have the top of that toe kick and an 1/8 inch, or the top of that toe kick, that 1/8 inch reveal, trying to have those 2 lines line up perfectly, because I know it's just not going to happen off of experience, just with floors being slightly out of level. So, but that's my explanation of what we've got to make the plumbing all work. And then just to touch on this, the fixed pieces here for the power. But if this makes sense and everybody's on board and happy with the layout, let me know and I can start working on these to put them in submittal form. Thank you.